I am the executive head chef Jacob Denegard from the restaurant Marshall here at the most iconic hotel in Scandinavia, Hotel-Legende. I am the executive head chef Jacob Dinegard from the restaurant Marshall here at the most iconic hotel in Scandinavia, Hotel-Legende. What we do every day here is we get most of all the products from local producers, but we're also very inspired of getting the best products from Europe. The essence of what we do is flavor. We have a saying in the kitchen where it's all about the taste. And that's what we go for every day. We aim for the best, and we're very happy and pleased to be here. And the kitchen work very hard every day to just provide the best food in north of Europe. I definitely spent most of my youth in France and Belgium, where I had the opportunity to work at some of the best places at that time. Very lucky to come home to Denmark and also start as a head chef at a very famous inn up north called Kro. And they lost their star and I gained it back. And those 9 years was also a part of who I am today. And then after that, I was lucky to make a small ice cream factory with a very good dear friend called Jacob Rossini, and we did it for 10 years. And suddenly I had the opportunity to actually be the head chef or executive head chef of Marshall, where we are today. And I'm very honored, very pleased to be here.
Which three dishes should not be missed by any guest of this hotel?
That's an impossible question, because what we do every day, we actually create the a la carte and the menus out of what we would like to eat as courses. So it should be like a guest. If you have to look at it, all the canapes, starters, main course, dessert, all the whole menu should be that you should have the feeling of this is what you want to eat. It's all of it. You don't want to miss anything. So we try to aim for that, making dishes that just pleases the guests. We're also very lucky that we have our own house caviar. It's a bruschetta, and we added a Danish salt called luxuriöseste. So that's very unique for Marshall as it is today.
And there are actually 3 layers in the box.
There actually, if you have the caviar surprise, that is something that's very unique for us as well, is that you have Jerusalem artichoke in the bottom, and then you have Danish lobster and caviar on top. And that's a very pleasant dish that we serve almost every day.
What is your personal taste? What's your favorite dish?
Comes to that, so I don't have one dish. I can always talk about experience. If I'm in a restaurant, and sometimes I even get a stronger experience in a local restaurant where all the locals are eating. So it doesn't always has to be Michelin high level, even though I love it because that's my passion. And but I do enjoy life. What surrounds the table is also very important. Who you're with, who you're eating with. I'm also very happy to feel the energy from the waiters and the chef, and how it's been served, how the wine compares with the food is also have a huge passion for it. I also know a chef that has lost the Michelin star, so I also know how tough it can be to go through life and know that you lost it. So that there will always be a slightly amount of pressure, but something that gives me peace in mind is that now I'm 51, and the older you get, you more comfort you have around what you want to do with the food you serve. And I believe very strongly that the flavors and the food that we definitely do at Marshall has a very beautiful red line that gives the guest the best opportunities. So it's not rocket science. I know we are famous around the world to have the best capital where we have the best food. But what we do is more, very honest and very, as you say, you have even had it today. So it is what it is. And that's what we're very proud of. So I think that's for us. Yes, we have 1 star. It's not because we are, of course, we just want to do every day our best every day, but we're not aiming for 2 and 3. We just want to make our guests happy and rather have a full house every day with happy guests. And that's what joyful, and that's what we can see every time you walk into the restaurant, that people enjoy themselves. It's really, really pleasant. So it's also everyday life is tough, but we love it. And you can see the happiness in the chefs, in the waiters, because they just love what they do. And I think that shines through our experience of being here and eating at my shop.
When do you start your work?
I'm here at around 9 o'clock. Why I would like to be here as early is also that I can always call the producer with the vegetables, all the fish, all the meat, even the dairy. So if you can have a morning time where if something goes wrong, you can always make sure that everything is here. So as long as when all the other chefs arrive, then all our products are where they're supposed to be. So we check and we check and we check. So we're ready for service. What is also powerful is here at Marshall, we are the only Michelin restaurant in Copenhagen, open 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. So it's very, very powerful to have that and keep it as it is. But because I have such a good team behind me, and they work very, very hard every day to give their best, and then it is possible. And that's what I'm very proud of. And I can see it in them every day, that they really want to succeed with that. And then you have, of course, you have the mise en place. So they're very busy on making the mise en place ready for 12 o'clock. And at 12 o'clock, we need to be ready. And because Marshall is also a hotel restaurant, it means that we can actually have in-house guests just want to come down and have just one dish. And we can have people flying in from all our world and also staying, but have high standards, high needs. And they came here just to have the Canet à la Presse. That is very unique for us because we are the only one in Denmark who does it. And that's a beautiful experience, but they can also choose 6 courses. So we have a huge variety to please our guests. And I believe today the needs of the guests are getting higher and higher. They really know what they want, so you cannot hide. You need to be honest with all the products you have and just to go in with a smile and embrace the table and make them happy.
Where do you get the inspirations for new dishes, for new creations? How does that happen?
It happens by the talk with other chefs. So it happens when you go out and when you eat. So it's the combination of everyday life with the chefs, where you bring in products and say we should use like this year we had a summer that was very wet in Scandinavia, raining, and suddenly here in September we had like an Indian summer. So it's very dry, high temperature. So the season changed year to year. So suddenly the chanterelle, you had the chanterelle today, they are beautiful right now because it was very wet in July, August, and now all the temperature rises. So now they're like blooming everywhere. So that's something where we can navigate in that and try to figure out when is the items in season, and then we work with that as quickly as possible, and then we create dishes. So I can bring in ideas, and the other chefs can come back to me and say, why don't we do this instead of that? And I think it's very important as a head chef to be very open-minded and listen to what the young chefs has to say. And then we all meet together. And of course, by aging, and sometimes I can still argue with them. And I have a feeling that my last sentence is like, when you have had 1,000 meals, then we can talk about it. Because I know I'm right. But it also gives me a lot of energy to see the young chefs come with the ideas, and they're so full of it. And it's also being a part of a chef because we have so much energy. It is about passion. I mean, who else stand up 12 hours a day and really enjoying their life? So it's a very unique universe to work in, and it makes me happy every day to see that we can provide this high level of food that we do every day. So it's really pleasant.
Hello, my name is Lisa Brown. I'm spa manager here at the beautiful Amazing Space located in Hotel-Legende, Kopenhagen. I am manager here for an organic Nordic concept of spa. Our main focus is wellness and beauty and health from the inside. So we have signature treatments that are only performed exclusively with our organic series, which is everything from body top to toe and the face throughout the body, but also with the inner being focused on nutrition and a mindfulness attitude behind our organic products. And we work exclusively with Amazing Space products, which you can see award-winning, and we're very, very proud of that.
Wunderbar, dass Sie mit In Bed with Luxury mitgefahren sind. Ich hoffe, Sie folgen uns auf vielen anderen außergewöhnlichen Reisen zu tollen Luxushotels, Kreuzfahrten und Zügen auf der ganzen Welt. Klicken Sie einfach auf den Abonnieren-Button und empfehlen Sie uns weiter. Bis bald und nicht vergessen, genießen Sie das Leben. Ihr Charles Paddington.